Hey everybody, Thursday. It's Awesome Sauce Thursday. Yay! Hey friends, I saw a lot of you have been checking in for quite a while now. Happy Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce Day. I come to you each Thursday. My name's Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head, and I co-run a group on Facebook called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, which I run with Jen Joy and Kina Tonarud. And we're a little over 2 years old. I guess we were 2 in July. And we are inching towards 10,000 members, and they're all tomato heads just like me and likely just like you. And so many of us come together on these Thursdays, live if possible. But most of the viewers, believe it or not, come from the recording. But it's not unusual to get over 100 live viewers on a random Thursday afternoon, at least where I am. So it's pretty cool to know that there are other people just like me and just like you, and we have fun for usually around 2 hours. And I showcase 10-ish. I should really take the 10 out because it's never 10. I aim for 10, and then I'm like, ooh, but I want to do this one and da-da-da. So 10-ish varieties, cultivars each week. And some of them have history. I've got 1 or 2 that have a really great story behind them today. And so I show pictures of what they look like, sometimes in person, especially during the summer. Sometimes my own photos if I've grown it. And a lot of things I'm talking about today I have not grown yet. But exciting things on the horizon. There's always exciting things on the horizon in this world of tomatoes. There's always new things coming out, experimental stuff coming out. Amateur breeders like myself and some of you out there trying new things. I'm looking at my grow list for 2026. I think I said this last week too. And I'm not going to have a lot of room for a whole lot of like new varieties because I'm growing things out for my own crosses. Kina sending me some of her crosses, Angwei, Bill. So I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm full because I can squeeze things in, but I do feel like at least once a week somebody will share with me something that they're sending me, something rare, and that's happened to me twice this week. So we shall see once March and April of 2026 comes along what I have to get rid of. Like right now I have 3 plants of Angwei ES that I want to grow next year because it was that good. I think I have 3 of Missouri planned on my spreadsheet too. Will I be able to grow 3 of each? I sure hope so. But those are the things that, like, if there's just too many new things I want to try, they've got to go. Not all of them. They will at least have 1. But I would really like to grow some multiples of things. I'm growing multiples of my own crosses and all of that because that's how you stabilize things. So we shall see, but there's always fun things on the horizon today. I've got some fun ones to share with you all. I will get to your comments in a minute. If it's your first time watching, welcome. Please grab a notebook and pen because you may find 1, 2, or 10-ish things that you want to put on your grow list. If, a lot of times I'm talking about things that they're not really readily available from vendors, I should say. But we do have on each Saturday, we have something called Seed Seeking Saturday, and you can put up to 5 varieties each week that you're looking for. And a lot of times people will grant them to you. We also have an ongoing post been going on in the group since pretty much our first day. It's called Most Wanted. And you can have your number 1 most wanted variety up there at all times. And then once that's found, hopefully it's found, you can remove that and put something else. So even if things are hard to find from vendors, a lot of times there will be people out there who can grant them to you. So it's worth writing them down. What else? We have 1,000,002 prizes to give out today. I can't even tell you the amount of people that have come to me looking to donate prizes is just unbelievable and kind of makes me want to cry. I just had one just 20 minutes ago that I just added. I'm actually telling people let's do it next week because I think we have maybe 12 prizes to give away today from some very, very generous people. So make sure you type in #tomato. That's how you win. You can only win. A lot of you are going to be able to win today. That's the good news. #tomato. obviously only for people joining us live. And if you're watching us on Instagram, unfortunately, EV Mux, which is the platform I use, I can't see your comments, and the giveaway tool can't pick up your hashtag tomatoes. So come on over, bebop over to my YouTube channel at Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. And then you can watch from there and increase your chances to win. We have, like, it's going to take me all day to even list all the prizes, but let me tell you who's donating. Nicole Paulette is donating an entire garden planter, this beautiful garden planter. Not planter, planner. Here are some pictures that she sent me. And she wants to donate this to one lucky winner. And these prizes are always not just United States. They're for international, or donors are willing to give international. This is a beautiful planner, 3-ring binder. It's got a zipper thing there. It's got garden photos page there. It's got spring plant list. It's a beautiful planner. Oops. So thank you, Nicole, for that. We also have giveaways from Amy Doroy. She's giving away 5 seed packages from some things that she's purchased from some vendors. We've got Roxanne Reamer Galata. She's also giving away a gift card to Kids Seed Company. And next week, by the way, Kids Seed Company is donating 5 packs of their new Hurricane Helene seeds. It's a variety that they have just bred themselves and released. So watch next week. They're going to be giving away prizes during next week's episode. Linda Wicker Downing is giving away 2 seed prizes, and Mary Dawn Long Rivas got in right in the nick of time. She's giving away 2 seed packages too. So what is that? 2, 4, 5, 10, 11 chances to win some really great prizes. I will get more specific when we do the giveaways, but they're very nice. Amy Doroy, she's got a package from Secret Seed Cartel, one from Homegrown in Illinois, one from Farmer Val's Backyard, gift certificate to Forgotten Heirlooms, and gift certificate to Bounty Hunter Seeds. So very, very generous. Linda's giving away some of her own. Never Let Me Down by Bill Yoder, Pixie Fire, Bacon, Lettuce, and This, Purple Fairy, and Mrs. Bacon for 2 people. And Mary Dawn Long Rivas is giving away Little Ruby Jean, Peachy Keen, Laconia Crater, Butler Skinner, and Ted's Pink Currant to 2 winners. So I guess I just read them all. I don't need to do it later. So make sure you type in hashtag tomato. All right, before I get too far behind, let's see who's here today. I saw Heidi was in 5 hours ago. She's beating our Sherman, is normally number 1. I'm considering planting garlic today. I'm already freezing. Hello, tomato heads. And I think I saw down the list you decided you were not going to plant your garlic today, so that's good. I've been outside. It's kind of dark. It's kind of gray here in New Jersey today. Heidi and I live only 20 minutes from each other, so I did bring some of my micros and dwarfs outside, carried from the basement here where they're under grow lights. I did bring them upstairs so I could do some watering outside. It's just easier, and it wasn't nice and sunny, and I miss it. I do. Hi, Susan Kirby. Nice to see you. Here's our Sherman. Happy Thursday. Better late than never. Who else do we have? Teresa Begin. Happy Awesome Sauce Thursday. Hello, Lauren. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. And be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Teresa's been giving away just about every week, which is so incredibly generous. Thank you, Teresa. And Jamie's here. My favorite day of the week. Hello to all my lovely friends. Can't wait to talk tomatoes with you all. Me too. There's a couple I'm uber excited about. One I just found out about last night from an unknown friend that I'm super excited about. Who else do we have? Amy D is here. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hoping to stay on for a little bit. Work is getting in the way of tomato fun. I know. Isn't that terrible? Got to quit your job. Charlie's here. Hey, Charlie. And Deborah, hello, Lauren, and all tomato heads can't wait for the Reka tasting. But what she's referring to, if you don't know, is this. This is a Japanese hybrid variety called Reka, or Rika, Reika. And why everybody's so anxious to taste it, and including myself, of course, is because several months ago, and I think I talk about this every week because they were just that good. Several months ago, get through the planner again. Well, back in last winter, a friend of mine from Germany sent me a couple Japanese varieties, and he said, "You've got to grow these." And I don't think I had ever grown a Japanese variety other than Sun Gold, which is an F1 from Japan. Mizora is one of them. You can see the Brix was a 9.2. The Japanese often breed, they want their tomatoes to taste like fruit. There's articles written about it. They withhold watering on their varieties to make them sweeter. If you Google, you will find lots of things about it. But these seeds are not hard to find, or not easy to find, rather. There was another one he sent me. These are not my pictures, called Amila, which is another hybrid and was also excellent, very similar to Mizora. So this is Reka. So I've looked for everywhere for seeds. We've even had somebody in the group has a friend in Japan, and she's looking for places to purchase seeds. And from what I can tell, they're mainly given as seedlings to garden centers. So hard to find seeds. There is a Japanese vendor, kind of like an Amazon, called Rakuten. They don't ship to the United States anymore. Believe me, I checked. They do sell seeds for Reka and Mizora and all of that. But here in the United States, I haven't seen any. But Pretty Joshi drove an hour each way. She's out in California. She found a garden center that had plants of Reka. And then she mailed it to me. She packaged it up really well, put it in the mail to me. It was a bit late for me. She's in California. I'm in New Jersey. So it was a bit late, and I was holding out hope that I would get at least one tomato. The other problem is the top broke off in shipping. So I had to wait probably set me back a few weeks. So I had to wait for the top. But I've got a couple. I'm not going to taste this one today, but I've got this one that I'm excited to taste today. And the reason why, well, besides that it's Japanese and I'm in love with Japanese tomatoes now, there's an article from a place called Japanese Taste, and I put this in the group earlier. They were kind of listing different Japanese varieties like Momotaro, Umamini, which I think I talked about last week. They showcase Reka, and they say, and for those seeking a true taste of luxury, the Reka tomato is a true delicacy. Also known as the crown jewel tomato, this variety commands a premium price due to its incredibly sweet flavor and velvety smooth texture. So you can tell from this picture of Amila here, often in Japan, they box these up and sell them to gourmet stores and things like that, and they charge a lot of money. There's Amila right there. So some people will save the F2 seeds. I am going to save the F2 seeds of this. I am wondering how it tastes this late in the season. I will tell you, and I've shared this in weeks past, that Pretty, being in California, she got a fruit earlier than I did. And when she was at the garden center, it was pretty late in the season, and there were some plants there that already had fruit on them. And she tasted it, and she said it was nothing special. So I don't know if that plant was abused or what that. I'm keeping a totally open mind, because that description, velvety, smooth texture, crown jewel. It's also, according to a site called Sakata Seed in Japan, it's won the Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries Award, boasting strong growth, disease resistance, an excellent fruit set. Flesh is firm, keeps well, and rarely cracks. They are all around this size. So we're all waiting to taste this variety. And I'm nervous. I will admit, based on what Pretty told me, I'm nervous. I want to love it. Now, like I said, I am going to save seeds from this, and I do have cuttings from the F1 plant. Saving seeds from a hybrid kind of throws everything to the wind, to be honest with you. And I talk about this a lot. You're never going to get the same tomato once you save seeds. A lot of times the F2 generation, which would be, I save these seeds, I ferment them, I dry them, I grow them next year. That would be the F2 generation. A lot of times the F2 is very similar to the F1. It's once you get into F3 that it becomes a freaking hot mess. But I'm going to try it just for the heck of it. Even if I don't like it today, I'm going to try it. Will it be one of those things that gets bounced off next year? I don't know. I will save as many seeds as I can, but I don't have many fruits. So if anybody wants to give it a chance or the F2s, I will have very, very limited seeds. So that's what we're excited about today, other than some other varieties. I think I'm procrastinating tasting it. Let's see who else is here. Blah Blah's here. Vita Christina's here. Hello. Hello, my friend. I'm ready to taste that Reka through the screen. Me too. Me too. I was talking to somebody. I put up a review. I do these detailed reviews on Instagram and I post them in the group and on my Facebook page, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head also. They're very detailed. And somebody, I forget who it was, somebody was talking about how detailed I get and they love my reviews. And I explained to them, like, I always wish I could give you all a taste of what I'm tasting. It's kind of torture, and I always feel guilty tasting these great varieties and you guys can't. So I do my best to try to put into words how they are, and I'm always honest, brutally honest, whether I like them or not, because I don't want you to waste your valuable garden real estate. So I will be honest. You guys have seen me be honest before. If it's good, it's really good, and I will probably talk about it every show from here on out. If it's not so good, I may talk about it every show from here on out too, because it's just not good. I didn't have many that were just bad this year, but a lot of just kind of forgettable ones. But a lot that went on my favorites list too. So we shall see how it goes. We have Rowena here. Why does everybody have numbers after their names today? Is this like some Facebook glitch? Hi, Rowena. Nice to see you. Or is it, yeah, it's weird. I'm getting numbers after your name. Must be either an Evie Mux thing or a YouTube thing. Hey, Lisa. Nice to see you. And Dawn Shively's here. Hey, Dawn. Rowena says, if it doesn't taste good, I think Lauren will be even more sad than the rest of us. I will, because I know a lot of you have been looking for Reka also. Mayor from Afar is here. Win something every week. Chances are good you'll win something today. Hey, Linda, she's one of our donors for prizes today. Thank you all so much. I can't relay how grateful I am to those of you who just want to pay it forward and give away prizes and things like that. It really is so beautiful. I'm like, gosh, another one. And then I'm like, this is like the most amazing thing. And I've said it before, our members of Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, we almost love to give more than we like to receive. I know that's true for me, but I do love receiving some of these rare things. So I appreciate that too. But thank you to everybody who's donating today or has done it in the past. I appreciate it. Who else do we have? Robin Moulton's here. Hey, Robin. And Terry's here. Hey, Terry. Samantha's here. And Tiffany's here. Hey, Scano Onway. Nice to see you, my friend. I sent you a message a little while ago. I decided not to do what I wrote. I don't know if you've read it yet. Maybe next week. Stephanie's here. And North California Mater Gal. I don't like these new names. I can kind of make it out. Hi, Michael. SN232. Happy Thursday. It's Tomato Awesome Sauce Day. Tara Dove is here. Heidi Wilson's here. Hey, Heidi. Mary, another one of our donors today. Thank you, Mary. And Deb is here. Just got a whole bunch of great seeds from Deb. Thank you, Deb. Christy's here. Jerry. And Sherva. Hey, Sherva. Riverdale Gardens is here. Mary says, I hope everyone had a joy-filled day. Me too. I was telling Ongwei earlier, Thursday is my favorite day of the week, but I think I tell you guys this every week too. I spend the whole day compiling, making slides, compiling information and all that, and then I get to spend 2 hours sharing it with you guys and all of us gushing and sharing whether we've grown something, if we liked it, if we didn't like it. People wanted to put it on their grow lists. It is, as Olympia Praise, hi Olympia Praise, Tomato Fam, we are a Tomato Fam. I love it. Good morning, Justin. Thanks for being here. Justin donated several weeks ago. He mailed me a bunch of seeds for Big Malacca. which is a great big tomato. I grew it this year too, and it's very, very tasty. Hi, my humble garden. Thank you for being here. Who else do we have? Natalie's here. Francis here. Been missing my tomato friends. I've been caring for my sick pup. I'm so sorry. Ready to talk tomatoes while I put some trades in the mail. I've still been kicking butt on the trades, but I've also been like overcommitting when there's a most wanted, I've been tending to commit. So thank you all for being patient with me. I am a couple weeks behind, but you will get them and you will get extra things also. So hopefully it's worth the wait. DP Lichka N9X. Good afternoon to you. Drew still harvesting. Yay, good to see you. Good to see you too, Drew. And Francis says, Bailey's doing really well today. Thanks, friend. I'm so glad to hear that. That's wonderful. And I think this is Drew. Hey, Drew. FC Wham. Yes, it's Drew. Happy Thursday. And Roxanne is here. Hey, Roxanne. Roxanne is one giving away $30 gift card to Kids Seed Company. They're one of my favorite vendors. So thank you, Roxanne. Don't forget to put in hashtag tomato. We'll give all these away at the end. There's a good chance I'm going to have to redraw because nobody will be able to win two prizes. We have 74 live viewers right now, and they will come filtering. And at least that's 74 on YouTube. I don't know what it is on Instagram. What do we have on Instagram? 1, 2, 3. We have a couple on Instagram. Hey, everybody on Instagram. Sorry, I can't see your comments. Who else do we have? Claudia's here. Hey, Claudia. And Keena's here. Hey, Keena. Are you guys seeing these weird profile names on YouTube also, or is it just on my end? Don't like it. Oh, Terry, this is so nice. Hit the thumbs, subscribe. Let's get Lauren a greenhouse. That makes me want to cry. That's so beautiful. I would love a greenhouse. Thank you. All right, lots of hashtag tomatoes. Good, good, good. You have until the end of the episode. You only need to put it in once. Make sure you spell tomato correctly, which I know sounds silly, but I've seen some after the episodes are over. I've seen some with like an E at the end, or they'll put in hashtag, like it'll just be a typo, and unfortunately it doesn't pick it up. Sherman says, wow, nice prize day. I know. And I had to tell some people, let's do it next week, because we could just spend the entire episode giving away prizes. So we'll spread the love, and we'll do some next week too. Jorge, Looney, crazy weather here in Northwest Pennsylvania. We just had hail. Yikes. Yikes. This group is so generous. Thanks for giving away so many prizes. It is generous. I'm very, very grateful. Heidi says Purple Fairy was so good. That's one that Linda's giving away. I haven't grown Purple Fairy. North Cal Mater Gal says everyone's so generous. Thank you to all the donors. A lot of people saying thank you. We've got Greg here. Hey, Greg. Nice to see you. Hi, Mandy. I'm glad I remembered to watch your amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mandy. I owe you seeds. I owe a lot of people seeds. Here's Pretty. Hey, Lauren. Hello, tomato friends. Looking forward to hearing about some awesome tomatoes. It's been an awful day so far. My son accidentally threw away some very important seeds. Oh, shoot. That's a bummer. Well, I'm hoping that Rika tastes better than yours, and I thank you so much for taking the time and the money to send me a plant and to drive an hour each way just to pick up these plants. It was very generous. I get very, I just get very full of gratitude for all the giving that this group does. It's so amazing. Who else do we have? Dean Carol H. Hi, Dean Carol H. Nice to see you. Hello, tomato friends. Hello, Cheryl. Hi from California. No idea about those numbers, Anka. It is showing up for you guys? Hopefully next week it gets. Okay, you're seeing it too. I've never had 4457 after my name before. Just weird. That is weird. I wonder why. Hey, Anthony. Hi, Lauren. I don't get to catch that many lives these days with work. Well, I'm glad you're here, Anthony. Another incredibly generous person. Riverdale Gardens grew out your bananas noir again this year. How did you like it? I guess if you liked it again, if you grew it again, I guess you liked it. Makes me happy. I'm working on a mutation that's putting out smaller and even sweeter fruits. So I'm excited about the future of that. It's still early days, but I always grow my banana s'more because I just love it. Kim says, hi, Kim. Still on the honey this week. I'm going to skip over. I'm only 6 minutes behind now. Hey, I got some special seeds from Aldous this week, too. Hopefully, you can stick around the whole time. Aldous, thank you. You know what you sent, and I'm very grateful. And hopefully, you like what I sent you. I think you will. Jorge says, it's like you're the tomato professor. We get to attend your seminars. I love it. That makes me feel good. Sometimes I get it wrong, but I do my best to get accurate information. All right, Heidi says, YouTube introduced handles for people with custom links or old links. That is their handle. If your handle is taken by one of those cases, it gets numbers. So I'm probably fine because I picked a custom handle for my page. And I see yours is fine too, Heidi. So hopefully there's no numbers after Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. Hey, Mike. Here's Mike. I'm late. Been putting my garden to bed for winter. Mike's responsible for putting out all the Hazel Creek seeds to so many of us this year. What a the correct one is incredibly delicious. One of my favorites of the year. Paul, good evening from a stormy Netherlands. Hope you stay safe and warm and dry. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. Princess Baby Boo 3. Trying to see your profile. Oh, it's Haley. Sometimes I can tell from the profile picture. Hey, Haley, I'm showing a white today. I think you may like it if you don't know about it already. I don't think it's super rare, but I think you'll like it. Haley loves white tomatoes. She got to taste Ongwe Ias, the tomato bred by Ongwe Ias, at our tomato tasting seed swap last month. And it was just amazing. Out of everybody, that gets to taste it, the one who loves the white tomatoes, I was glad she was there to experience the heavenly nirvana that is Ongwe Ias. All right, who else we got? Heidi's helping everybody with the number thing. Oh, this is D Harrison. Hey, D. Very nice. Eric says, I forgot it's garlic planting time. I'll have to head out this weekend and plant sometime. All right. Anything else I have to say? Make sure you type in #tomato. We're still growing in numbers. We have 11 prizes donated by very generous members today. Some gift cards, seed packages, an advent calendar, all kinds of planner, a beautiful garden planner. So make sure you type in #tomato. All right. Should we taste this, Reka? Don't let me. I'm counting on you guys. Do not let me taste this thing before I take a picture of the inside. I need that for my graphic. There's nothing that makes me more crazy when I don't have an interior picture. I've already done like an entire photo shoot of outside. There are the pictures of this outside. I've weighed it and all of that, but I need the precious interior. It feels pretty ripe to me. It's been ripening for about a week or so. This one's obviously not ripe. They grow in clusters. This was in a cluster of 3. I am super nervous. Are you guys as nervous as I am? I'm nervous, I think, based on what Priti said. I guess the good news is if it's not good, we won't be searching for it as much. All right, we ready? Let me see. How much did this weigh? Look at my pictures. I have so many pictures of tomatoes in my phone. I'm sure you guys do too. It used to be my kids, now it's tomatoes. Okay, this weighs 52 grams or 1 7/8 ounces. We ready? Hector's here. Hi, all. Oops. Just got off work. Hope I didn't miss anything important. Nope, you're just in time for me to taste this Japanese variety, a hybrid called Reika. All right, everybody's fixing their YouTube handles. All right, I'll just taste Reika on my own. No worries. Should I save it? I've got a couple other things I wanted. And I've said this for a while, the last couple weeks. It's always risky tasting something this late in the season because a lot of times they're not good. But I thought Malapine was over. Malapine is a green one ripe that I've talked about before. Here it is. That beat out Malachite Box and Verde de las Landas for my favorite green of all time, and probably tied for first place of my favorite tomato of all time, Malapine. And the plant was incredibly productive. I grew 2 plants, one in a grow bag, one in ground. As you can see, the bricks on this was 7.6. We rated it a 9 out of 10. Plant cranked out so many fruits. It was much more productive than Malachite Box. And I thought it was done. And then I found one little scraggler here. So I don't know how it's going to taste. I've given away so many seeds of this to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So let's taste this first. Don't know how it's going to taste this late in the season. The interior is not looking as delectable. Well, I guess it's kind of looking the same. It's good. It's definitely not as good as during the season, but it's not. A lot of times the late season tomatoes are just tangy with no sweet. Yeah, it's still pretty good. Don't go by this tasting. You want this. If you've never tried a green tomato, you want this. I got this from a tomato friend in Poland. I've only seen it for sale at one vendor in Russia. But thankfully, it's got lots of seeds in goose, so I've been saving seeds. Yeah, it's okay. And then another one of my favorites that I have one straggler of. I talked about this just last week. It's tied for my favorite dwarf of all time with Dwarf Nano's Meatball. This is Dwarf Awesome. This is just a great tomato. Let's see how it tastes this late in the season. Ah, isn't this gorgeous? Kind of like Malapine. It's still very good, but it's not like you want to pass out. It's so good like in the regular season. But still good. If you're looking for a new dwarf, you definitely want seeds for Dwarf Awesome. It's not as much of a drama queen as Nano's Meatball Dwarf. Okay, so those are old plants, like original plants, which oftentimes they just don't taste good this time of year. But some of my sucker plants, like Suffer Well, and I just had a sucker plant of Heidi's Wicked Good. Those plants, because were started later, those tomatoes have been tasting good. And Reika, I would count Reika among that. This is not an old plant. It's just a couple months old. So let's do this. Dancing Vita says, awesome was awesome indeed, isn't it? I grew it 2 or 3 years. No, I think we determined 2 years ago. Loved it. Didn't regrow it. And then I thought this year I'm going to regrow it. And sometimes you think, was it really that great? And it was really that great. Picture. Thank you, Terry. All right, let's cut into this. So for those of you just joining, this is a Japanese hybrid called Reika. Ooh, I like the looks of the inside. Let me make it bigger so you can see. closer up. I love the deep coloring of the inside there. Lots of seeds and goo. I shall take a picture of the inside. Looks really nice. Lots of green seeds and goo, which is my favorite. Should I test the bricks first or taste it and then do the bricks? Usually I do the bricks first and then taste. Oh, cool. I have dwarf awesome growing in my fall garden. Just started flowering. I think you will love it, Francis. It's really good. Mandy says my mouth is watering of Malapine. It's so, so good. Photos and bricks, please. So excited. All right. I taste first, says Kina. Okay. It's nothing special. Let me taste the bottom. Second taste is better. The bottom piece. Very umami. Very umami. Very deep flavor. I think I'm changing my mind here. I don't want to eat so much of it because I want to save some seeds. It's deep and rich umami. Not as much sweetness as like Missoura or Amila, but it's very rich. I like it. I like it. But it's definitely not knocking my socks off. I'll tell you that. Let's do a bricks test. I don't think it's going to be that high. 4.2. No surprise. I guess the only question would be if it was, in the midst of the summer, would it taste the same? I don't know. I think I'm still going to try the F2 next year. Yeah, what did they call it? The crown jewel of tomatoes. I would actually say Missoura, because Missoura has umami and sweet. It is very flavorful. It's not flavorful. It's just kind of not what I was expecting or hoping for. So that's Reka. All right, I'm going to save as many seeds as I can, and there's a decent amount. Anybody's interested in trying a couple seeds of F2, I'll see what I can do, and I will save. I've got to think there's so much talk about it that I would imagine it is supposed to be much better than this. I don't know, but Pretty, thank you so much for doing this for me. I still have a couple more upstairs that will ripen, and I will save those seeds too. And I have a couple of the suckers over there that I'm going to try to keep alive so I can do some F1s next season. I would really like to taste it mid-season if it's the crown jewel. I'm still tasting it. Lots of umami, but it's definitely not blowing me away. So that's, for whatever it's worth, that's Reka. Okay. We have another taste of awesome sauce here. This is probably it for our taste test this year. I think that was the last one I had to taste. And I wasn't even sure I would get ripe ones. So there we go. That's kind of sad. My kitchen counter is definitely filtering down of things on there. And I'm like, oh, I'll eat that. And then it starts to go bad. And I just toss it away. I tell Rob I either toss or sauce it. In the early season, I'm going to toss a thing. This late in the season, I still have bushels that are outside, big crates full of them. I don't bring them in the house because the bugs are just crazy. Peppers also. Some of them taste pretty good. Some of Ongwei's experimental crosses that I got to grow this year are still tasting Really, really great. The Soika Gakwa and Amazing Grapes. I think that's the one. I got 2 versions of that, and those are tasting really good. So it's nice to taste good stuff this late in the season. The others might taste more. I've had some not super with first tomato, then gotten better with the others for sure. For sure. I'm definitely not giving up on it. If it's got this kind of talk to it, I'm pursuing it for sure. Hey, Alex. Nice to see you. That's okay. We're just barely getting started. All right, so that's Reka. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato. You can win one of a billion prizes being given away by our generous members today. All right, where are we at? That's Dwarf Awesome. I showed you Malapine. There's my Missouri, and Reka is the one just tasted. Okay. So the next one I've talked about before, Lee's Sweet. Lee Goodwin is from J&L Gardens, and he just very, very recently, he just came out with his new stuff for 2026. One I'm going to talk about in a minute that's already sold out. But there's 2 different versions of Lee's Sweet. He's got this new selection, which is this one. And he says it's our flagship beefsteak tomato. And if you've grown Lee's Sweet, whether it's the old version, this is a potato leaf. He says the new selection is this is a stable potato leaf version. There's also a regular leaf type out there, but it is not true to type. So kind of similar to the Hazel Creek thing. You want to make sure you're growing the correct one. Our flagship beefsteak tomato, Lee's, is a deep pink boat-shaped or heart-shaped slicer, occasionally with faint green shoulders. The flavor of the 12-ounce fruit is unusually sweet and intense. That's up my alley. This may be the finest pink tomato on the planet. That's up my alley. Though I may be biased by the name. The 6-foot potato leaf plants bear heavily in about 68 days, and it's an exclusive to J&L Gardens. If you guys have never been to J&L Gardens, sometimes the website's a little wonky, but he's got some great varieties. He's a very talented breeder. Very talented. So Lee Sweet. Anybody grown Lee Sweet? Mandy, that's such a shame. Your face says it all. Oh my God, I was so looking forward to this one. Don't give up. Don't give up. Because it definitely wasn't a bad tomato. It's got intense umami. I'm not sure what I was expecting because it did say it's got intense umami, but I just have a feeling that in the summertime, when it ripens a bit more on the vine, that it would be better based on what I've read. But that's okay. Got Missouri, we've got Amila, we've got a couple other Japanese varieties I'm trying next year, maybe Momotaro and Umami and Umamini. We'll see. I'm going to try this in the F2 and see what happens because I'm super curious. Alex says, I wonder why it is the type of tomato foliage that is called potato leaf and not potato foliage that is called tomato foliage. I wonder why it is the type of tomato foliage that is called potato leaf and not potato foliage that is called tomato foliage. Oh, I gotcha. Took me a minute. Not fair. Hey, Lucas. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, next one. I guess nobody's grown Lee's Sweet. All right. Next one. This has a great story behind it. This is called Livingston's Magnus. For those of you who don't know who Livingston is, he is responsible for a lot of the early tomatoes here in America. His name is A.W. Livingston. He has a company, Livingston Seeds. He wrote this book. I think first printing is like 1890 something. I looked earlier. 1893. This was first printed. It's called Livingston and the Tomato. And so a lot of people collect, there's all kinds of Livingston tomatoes. I believe Val's Farmer Val's backyard. I believe she's a big collector of the Livingstons, if I'm not mistaken. This one has its own page in the book Epic Tomatoes. What you see on the left is the seed package that Craig LaHoulier had purchased at an antique shop. So let me read you what he says. They do sell this at Victory Seeds, and they also sell it at Bounty Hunter Seeds, which is the picture on the right. It was introduced in their 1900 seed catalog. I don't know if I want to read the entire thing, but it's got a cool story. Craig says, Magnus is quite a special tomato. Aside from allowing us to take a peek at real horticultural history, the combination of pink fruit and potato leaf foliage makes it quite unusual. The indeterminate plant produces a fine yield of nearly round, blemish-free, half-pound fruit that possess a lovely sweetness and excellent balance. On top of that, this great Livingston introduction tells another sort of story, a more personal one, and a testament to friendship, curiosity, perseverance, and luck. While at a conference in New Hampshire one year, I came across a wonderful antique store where I purchased a pristine seed catalog from the Livingston Seed Company dated 1900. I'm assuming that's the seed catalog. I see 1900 on there. The company, specializing in tomatoes, released new varieties most every year and depicted them on their catalog covers. The 1900 Livingston cover tomato was a variety called Magnus. From the picture, it was quite clear that the tomato was pink, which was quite unusual for the era, and had potato foliage, which was extremely rare for that era. Purchasing that catalog launched my quest to find Magnus. Unfortunately, it was a fruitless pursuit for many years. Magnus appeared to be one of those tomato varieties that had simply become extinct. I had begun to turn my attention to finding other lost tomatoes when I first heard of the USDA tomato seed collection and the ability to search it using the GRIN database. After many search attempts, I was finally able to uncover a treasure trove of the original Livingston varieties, the seeds of which had been donated to the collection by seed companies in the 1940s, including Favorite, Perfection, Paragon, Golden Queen, Dwarf Stone, and yes, Magnus. Upon receiving my request for seeds, the USDA sent me an alarming quantity, nearly 100 seeds. Apparently, their collection was growing old and seed germination rates would be low. My tomato growing friend, Dr. Carolyn Mail, and I tried our hand at growing Magnus, but it was clear that the seeds were indeed knocking on death's door. My efforts resulted in one seedling, and it showed regular leaf foliage. Clearly, it was a seed from a crossed fruit or stray seed that was mixed in. But Carolyn also obtained one seedling, and hers showed the proper potato leaf foliage. How exciting is this? Aren't you on the edge of your seat? Generously, Carolyn carefully packed and shipped the plant to me, and Magnus found a place in my garden. The plant grew well, and the fruit ripened to provide lovely, nearly round, medium-sized pink specimens that possessed a really fine flavor, well-balanced, but slightly on the sweet side. I saved plenty of seeds, listed Magnus in the Seed Savers Exchange yearbook, and sent samples to a few seed companies. Magnus was nearly lost once, and I was determined that our stroke of luck would not be for nothing. So, very cool story about Livingston's Magnus. I have to admit, I have not gotten on the bandwagon of collecting them, but that kind of makes me want to. You can find the seed, Victory Seeds, like I mentioned, Bounty Hunter. Haven't checked Farmer Val's backyard, but I would probably guess that she likely has them also. In the catalog in 1900, what Livingston said about it, they said this very distinct and most promising new variety is our latest addition to the tomato family. It is thicker, heavier, and more solid than either Beauty and Acme, other varieties. More solid, making it easy, the most handsome sort in cultivation, unsurpassed in quality and in the production of fine, large fruit. Well adapted to main crop planting. Anybody grown this? Have you, Kina? You've gotten on that bandwagon? If you've gotten on it, that means I need to get on it. I love these stories. And if any of you have read, and I highly recommend it, this book called The 10 Tomatoes That Changed the World, he talks a lot about Livingston and what he did for the tomato world. It's a great book. Jen and I actually had the author on our show a couple of years ago, I think, William Alexander, and very, very interesting. Collecting those seed catalogs, collecting the seed catalogs, I'd be really into. Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Missy. Forgotten Heirlooms. Ken Fry has a lot of Livingston tomatoes. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. I wouldn't want to leave him out. Eric says, I have to put this in my most wanted. I love the name. It reminds me of the movie Matilda. Magnus is Mrs. Honey's dad's name. I didn't remember that. North Cal Mater Gal, 10 Tomatoes That Changed the World. I love that book. It is a good one, isn't it? We have next week, in addition to Kids Seed Company doing donations for the prizes, we also have a very generous member donating a copy of, it's a spoiler alert, but this one, Carolyn Mail's book, 100 Heirloom Tomatoes for the American Garden. So make sure you tune in next Thursday. We will oops, there go my tomatoes and my gratitude. Come here, little guy. You gotta be here. So does gratitude. All right, there we go. Okay. Says Livingston's Magnus. Ooh, tomato books. I know. I get all of them when I can. Next one. I've talked about this one before too. It's just so pretty. I thought I would talk about it again. It's from, some say Belgium, some say France. In English, it's White Star of Antwerp. In French, it's Étoile Blanche d'Anvers. Very, very beautiful variety. Tomato Faifu says it was originating from Belgium for some and France for others. Creamy white fruit. And if anybody's grown this, please say something. It's so beautiful. I love the coloring of it. Creamy white fruit weighing 100 to 150 grams, measuring 7 centimeters in diameter and 4 to 5 centimeters high. Juicy flesh, mild and sweet taste. Not very vigorous plant with little development. Vertaloom claims it's from Belgium. Round shape, flattened and ribbed at the top. Ripple, more or less pronounced shoulders. Flesh is juicy, soft and sweet tasting. And then I found other information that traces its roots back to the 16th century Europe in the port city of Antwerp. They claim as one of Europe's first tomatoes, and embodies the wonder of New World imports, domesticated in the Andes. We'll see. It's hard to find accurate information. I kind of have to go. That's why I often include information from a couple different vendors, just you can decide for yourself. A lot of people copy off of each other as far as information. I noticed this yesterday. My review of Suffer Well, I noticed was a lot of it was taken and used on a vendor's site. The bummer, but what are you going to do? Didn't steal the pictures, though. They used their own pictures. Anybody grown this one? Oh, North Cal Mater Gal. I've looked all over for that book. It's out of print. It is. And she'd found a very excellent quality one. So tune in next week. Maybe you can win. All right. Nobody's grown this one? Eveline, I know you're out there. Have you not grown these? She tends to chime in when it's things she's grown. Okay, this one's called Boy Boy TM. The photo on the left is from Lux Tomatoes from Latvia. And then the one on the right is from a site from Russia, tomatland.ru. I love Lux Tomatoes photos. I admit she gets me every time. She is not quite done. Natalia's not quite done uploading her new stuff yet, but she does have a lot of new things. So check out luxtomatoes.com. She is still shipping to the United States in regular letters, no tracking. I've been checking with a lot of the overseas vendors because many, new laws as to what is allowed to ship in and out of the United States. As long as they're smaller orders and they can put them in a letter, then most people are still going ahead with it. Not everybody. Cult of Taru is a no. Obviously, Secret Seed Cartel sold to Jeffrey Rainmaker, so they were not comfortable with sending seeds to the United States, and I get it. I totally get it. But Lux Tomatoes is. So Boy Boy TM, don't know a whole lot about it, but it was first offered in the Seed Savers 1990 yearbook by Joseph R. Kavanaugh of Delaware, New Jersey, who got the seeds from Ed Perzinski from Haddon Township, New Jersey. Ed Perzinski said this was his grandfather's favorite tomato. It's a potato leaf, excellent taste, very productive. Lux tomatoes, Natalia says it's indeterminate, mid-early variety, 1.2 to 1.5 meters high. Plant is powerful with potato leaf. I love potato leaf. Fruits are flat, round, pink. I love pink. There are up to 5 fruits in a cluster, I guess. The pulp is sugary, sweet, with excellent taste, she says. 2 places say excellent taste. The fruits are a good size, 250 to 600 grams, sometimes up to 1 kilogram. What else? There's a place called Tomato King in Russia. Plant is medium-sized and robust. Potato-like foliage of rich dark green color. Fairly long and stable fruiting period. There's more. The tomatoes grow densely, literally overlapping each other, creating spectacular heavy clusters, a truly impressive sight in the garden. Flesh is dense and meaty with minimal seeds and a distinct rich flavor, sweet with a hint of tartness. Sounds good to me. Haley, I haven't grown up yet. I'm assuming you're talking about the last one, right? Haven't grown it yet, but I have seeds, so it will definitely happen soon. It sounds really good. Anybody grown Boy Boy TM? I just love the name of it. I have Boy Boy, but not grown it. Same. It does look like a great red. I don't know what Natalia does for her pictures, but she gets good pictures, and she doesn't use filters either, which I really appreciate. She's got great photos, which makes a big difference for me in my tomato seed buying. All right, next one. What's next? I know I'm not going to pronounce this correctly. Rudiger Dietzel. Very rare variety, unknown origin. Some say it's from Germany. There's a site, she's a member of our group. Natalie, I believe her name is. She owns a site called Tomatoes and Wood, I think in Austria. She says origin Germany with a question mark. Cult of Taru is where I got my seeds last year. Very rare variety of unknown origin. Very pretty round fruits striped with green and yellow. Firm, juicy, and delicious flesh. Disease resistant and very productive. And then Tomatoes and Wood says it features very attractive round fruits with green and yellow stripes. Firm, juicy, and delicious flesh. Flesh is soft, yet the skin is resistant to bursting. This variety bears very prolifically and is quite resistant to disease. The plant grows very quickly and can easily reach heights of over 200 centimeters outdoors. Anybody grown this one? Rudiger Dietzel? And usually we get a couple people who've grown it. It's very pretty. I'll be looking for Boy Boy seeds. Yeah, they are available at Lux Tomatoes. There were a couple other places I saw them, but I know Lux has them in stock. Oh no, seriously, Sam, my photo is still Boy Boy? Not again. This hasn't happened in a long time. All right, I'm scrolling through slides right now. Are they doing anything? What's showing right now? Can somebody answer me? Right now I've got, it's doing nothing. All right, so I'm going to try something else, which is going to be a pain, but I need you to see the pictures. Let's see here. Let's do, what about this? Can you see boy boy now? Boy boy, boy boy. Oh, what just happened? It's freaking out.